welcome to your mini bi-weekly general love tarot reading for January 16th through the 31st, 2017. Okay, so what I'm getting here is a lot of earth energy, earth and water. So what I'm feeling here is, I don't know if it's a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus involved here, but I'm feeling like there is a standstill, or maybe a standstill in difficulty expressing your love or expressing your needs. I'm feeling one of you may be actually ignoring the situation or each other entirely. Now, moving forward here, I feel like there's love being offered, and I'm picking up a water sign. So it could be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But I feel like here there's a reconciliation, or definitely a thought of one. But what I'm getting here, maybe it's a feeling of hoping this relationship will come back together. It looks to me, though, an offer of some kind. So maybe the relationship doesn't completely come back together, but maybe there's progress regarding this. I'm feeling, though, there might be an issue accepting, I guess, rules or boundaries. You know, like this could be someone looking in on Leo too, that may be interested in a Leo or has a Leo moon or rising. But I'm feeling like there's some struggling going on here with some relationships here in the beginning of the reading. I'm also getting some trust issues. So trust is not on the board, but that's what Spirit's bringing me. Now, as I move through this reading, I'm still picking up this earth, like maybe a Taurus. That doesn't mean none of the rest, like any of the rest of the signs don't participate in this reading as far as love goes, but this is kind of what the direct messages I'm getting. And I'm picking up this Taurus or this earth sign. I feel like there's a relationship going on or about to start. I feel like there might be some children involved. There's some differences here in this relationship. However, the chemistry is good. You know, the chemistry is good, but I think that what it is this person may be confined or committed to someone else, or they could have left a relationship. They're separated, but yet they don't want to commit entirely to you. And that's kind of what I'm pulling in here. So, moving forward here, I think that the feeling that it's coming into me is I think everything should just kind of be left where it's at. Doesn't mean you leave it. It just means you just let go where it's at and let it unfold as it should. Because I'm also feeling like there's some kind of pressure going on here. Or really somebody is overdoing the, I don't want to say drama, but more of the feeling of trying to push through this, and there's like a wall right now and you're not getting through. So I would just kind of bide some time here and just kind of let it flow on its own and see how it unfolds. I feel that for some of you, there will be a reconciliation, and for some of you, there won't be. I'm feeling like there's more about water here. And it looks like there might be, one of the messages I'm getting is there's an older water sign here. Or you could actually be a Leo or have a Leo moon and rising and also have water element within the three, sun, moon, and rising. But here I'm getting some legality here. So I'm not sure if some of you are actually going through a divorce. I'm also picking up something with Libra. I'm picking up air energy here. some of you who have moved on maybe are actually starting a relationship with a Libra or a Libra rising moon, or even a North Node Libra. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. However, I do feel like there is this one relationship I'm looking at. It looks like you may have actually released this person, or this person walked out of your life. You either released them or they walked out of your life. And I'm getting like that air sign energy, or that Libra there. And I'm also feeling like there has been a lot of clashing of likes and dislikes between the two of you. Okay, so I'm just kind of iffy about what's going to happen with this relationship, because it's almost as if I'm battling two egos at once here. And I think that this relationship too is quite flirtatious, and I don't think that sits well with you or the person who's interested in a Leo. It's not sitting very well here. So I do feel like there is a transition, and that transition is about making decisions whether or not you want to move forward in this relationship that seems to be tilting pretty badly here. I don't think this relationship is going to survive, because I feel like the person involved here is very much into flirting and seeing what else is out there, just not totally focused on love. And I just feel like the way this card, the retreat card, fell here, it doesn't mean you're going on a vacation. This kind of means like you're disconnecting from this relationship. Let me just kind of throw a few other cards out here and see what's happening here. Yeah, that's separation again. You know, there's a separation between Leo and a water sign, because it's here in the Leo reading. And it really, I feel like it's trying to reconcile, but it just, for some reason, I think there's money issues involved and other issues here that you're separated right now. Okay, so if I'm talking about you, you know what I'm talking about. Gosh, there's a lot of water here. And I'm just feeling like some of you are in a relationship. There's a lot of difference going on here. There's just a whole difference in regards to how you both feel about things, what you want. It almost feels like it's something entirely different. But however, I do feel that there is a relationship here. I feel like this person, again, is a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. They are different race, religion, or culture than you. And I feel like love is going to grow there with you. And the two of you are going to meet. Maybe you live in two different areas and you're meeting up somewhere, or you're going to them, or they're coming to you. But I feel like there's some traveling there to meet each other. And I feel like that's coming up these last 2 weeks in January. Now, what I get is January 18th and 22nd. The 20th is also standing out, where they're high energy days. They could be good or bad, depending upon where you're at in your mindset. And, you know, I just feel like there may be a third person involved here who happens to be a fire sign. Calling in you. Okay, so this is, well, I know that you're trying to pray and get this relationship all straightened out, or hoping that it will, but right now I think that the one I'm going back here on, I'm not getting a good feeling about it. Okay, I just have to be honest, I'm just not. And I feel like it's just really drained and put a lot of pressure on you. However, I do feel like this particular sign, now this water sign might actually have a fire sign. I mean, a fire, moon, or rising, or sun, and could have a water, I guess, rising or moon. I hope that makes sense. But I just feel like there's a lot of water and there's a mixture of fire there. And some of it's you, but I also feel that that person has a lot of that in them. And I really feel like that You're hoping, you feel like this is your soulmate. You're really kind of hoping that this will definitely come together. Let's see what the angels have to say. Well, I think that the angels are all around you, trying to guide you in the direction they feel fit. But of course, that choice is yours. But I feel like they're guiding you what they feel would make a more peaceful or, serene life here. However, I love when we pull the freedom cards. Somebody is just breaking free from a relationship that they need to break free from. And there are children involved in this relationship. Perhaps you're going through the divorce that I saw, or a separation, but you're being blessed by the angels with this. I think part of you is torn from it and the other part of you accepts it. I feel like this is the direction that you need to go, even though there's part of you that accepts it and part of you that doesn't. I feel like this is what needs to happen in order for you to find peace and even new love again. Okay, there looks like the moon card filled out here. I'll pick it up in a second. What are the messages for Leo? Well, that card was meant to come out because it just kind of just fell right out of the deck. It's the moon card. And so that's kind of what it means is, you have to release the fears, move forward, and not let these events or these thoughts and what's happening around you affect you to the point where you get trapped in your own feelings or other people's feelings here. So we've got the Seven of Air, awakening the world, the dreamer, the sun. Wow, double sun. Got sun twice here. Queen of Earth and Queen of Air. So there goes the Earth and the air that I was seeing in the reading. With, just relationships ending, relationships beginning, relationships trying to begin again. Whew. Anyways, so the Seven of Air, this is where I feel like whatever's happening in your life, for some of you, plans or the thoughts, what you're planning need to be revised. I feel like there's things happening behind your back you may or may not be aware of, and more attention needs to be put there. Now, I think that I'm getting a relationship where there was a breakup here, and I guess they thought the other side was greener, and now they know the other side wasn't greener. And I don't know if they're going to be knocking on your door, or you're going to be knocking on theirs, because it's vice versa here. But I feel like almost as if this is a lesson. I'm not quite sure the relationship will come back together because that other person or you were hurt very deeply regarding this sudden departure of someone who there was love with. And I'm not feeling good about it. They may have just moved on, or they just can't get over the pain to heal this. Now, I think here with the awakening card, there are some things that are happening around your life. Now, maybe some of you feel like you're at a crossroads and, there's no money. I think some of you, it feels like there's no money. You don't know which way to turn. You've kind of been living whatever way you could be living. But I do feel that there is a job for you. There is a place for you. And I don't think you're actually looking at it. But there is an opening. And I feel like you'll be guided that direction. However, I don't feel like it happens until February, but in these last 2 weeks of January, I feel like you'll be guided that direction. For example, I feel like your thoughts or your heart desires will open and you'll be able to see things better, moving forward. And I really feel like you need to keep the faith here. You do have some brilliant and beautiful energy, Leo. And for some of you who are going through a hard time, it is going to get better. I just think right now you need the support of friends. You need the support of angels, light, love, definitely love. And, things will get better. There are still some challenges, but you're going to make it through these challenges. Okay. And there are some decisions. The reason that these challenges are here, Leo, is because decisions need to be made. And once the decisions are made and you hold your power, stand in your power about them, and don't feel guilty or feel like, oh, I made a mistake or I'm going to have regrets, then you'll see that things will be moving forward for you. And you will no longer be at that crossroads. You will no longer be at that standstill, and things will start moving, okay? The direction that you want them to move. If you'd like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com. Please remember to check your moon and rising. Leo, just want to say I love you and blessings.